Okay, high wealth people. Let's high your wealth. You're harshing my wealth, man. What's the difference between these two? They seem the same to me. Anyway. Takes 2 parks to actually increase your wealth to high. It's a shame to ruin such a beautiful row of all awesomeness. You know what? Since we don't need as many commercial as we do residential, we can just replace some commercial buildings with high wealth parks. Let's do that. That's awesome. I wonder if so it takes 2 high wealth parks to make an area high wealth. Like if you do this, then the area that's overlapped by both parks becomes high wealth. But I wonder if a high wealth park mixed with a low wealth park or a medium wealth park becomes high wealth. It does. So we actually just want to alternate high and medium wealth stuff, right? I think. So if we just go like this, then bam, high wealth. That seems too easy. Okay. Bam! High wealth. What's up? Maybe that's not high wealth. Maybe that's medium wealth. Yeah, I think that is medium wealth. Let's check. Yeah, that was medium wealth. Okay, so never mind. I'm just being silly. Although... it does... like, this house is no longer high wealth. When we add medium wealth parks next to it, does it become high wealth? No. So larger parks cover a larger area, but you need to overlap the area of 2 parks in order to actually change the wealth of something. So I feel like this would make more sense. Wait. I bet there's a, yeah, there's a plaza like that. In SimCity 4, plazas were for commercial and parks were for residential, but I think in this SimCity, plazas and parks are identical in function. They just look different. But they take up less space and they cost less money, so I'm making double plazas here. You don't have to worry at all about visitors per day. Nobody in my city is going to go to a park. They all have jobs and they can all go shopping. I think this is the best one. It looks like the best shape. Alright, so we've got 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses that can all go here. And 1, 2, 3 that can all go here, so we don't need anything else. Seems like this is a good place. Move you guy pen. What? How'd you get up there? Wasn't easy. Big trouble in Little China, you guys. Calm down. Calm down. Alright, so now we got one row of high wealth. Kind of half a row of medium. Well, this is one row of medium wealth. And almost no low wealth. This is probably going to be a mistake. I think I need less parks. Fewer parks. You want a ratio of 4 poor people to 2 medium people to 1 rich person. Because that's how the jobs work out. So this is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high wealth places. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 medium wealth places. 5 to 17, that's not exactly right. And it still doesn't give me very many low wealth. I need more low wealth, and these high wealth parks are just ridiculously overrunning my city with high wealth stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. I guess I'm okay with it. Let's just give it a shot and we'll rezone stuff if we need to. Maybe, yeah, we can influence less area if we just make crappier parks. Because that's what the world needs, is crappier parks. Go. Go forth and up wealth and reduce population and traffic and require more services and take more vacations. I just made that last one up. I have no idea if they take more or less vacations when they're rich. Again, not my problem. Go get some crap. There's plenty of it. Whiners. Again, it's because I put their refineries on the opposite side of the city as the trade depot. I ain't fixing it. You guys can bitch all you want. Alright, people still leaving the city in droves, causing terrible traffic problems. Except now we have tourists coming in as well. And whatever these are. Ah, construction traffic from upping wealth. Yes. They're like, why did you make a bunch of alloy and then not give us anywhere to ship it? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm stupid? Is that the answer? Is the answer you're looking for that I'm stupid? Need a metals division? Oh, I'll punch your face. I don't want to. But I am rich. Seems kind of silly not to when you're rich. Alright. Metals division. Let's metals division it up, yo. I think I might not be selling my fuel fast enough. It does seem to be true. It's because of all of a sudden I have all this traffic on the highway, so I can't sell it as quickly on the highway, so now I need less traffic, man. Holy cow, guys. Let's not traffic the whole city to death. Again, I think I should just raise taxes, man. Get them to stop being so damn happy. I'll give that a shot for 2 days, and if it doesn't work, then I'll add municipal buses. The quickest ways to get out of a city: train station, boats, municipal buses. So right now they're driving damn cars out of the city, which is something you want to avoid at all costs. But I don't want to add municipal buses unless I have to, because it's too easy mode, man. You just throw down a bus station and everyone drives there instead of driving out of the city, and then don't have any traffic problems anymore. That's not cool. I want to fix them the hard way by raising taxes. I mean, mostly I just want to test the theory that raising taxes will get rid of this, because I'm just making that shit up, and I want to see if it's true. Wow, this is ridiculous. Commuter traffic. I think the commuter traffic is just being delayed by the tourist traffic. I mean, not the exodus traffic is what I should call it, since it's not actually tourism, it's just exodus. They're just leaving for no freaking reason. So I think once I do resolve the exodus problem, I think this commuter traffic won't be a big deal. Because, I mean, these guys are driving over to work at the refineries and stuff, but I kind of want them to do that. I'm okay with it. I don't think it's a big deal. I guess you shouldn't just blow up a power thing and then not make a new one. Okay, some of my oil exporters are stuck in traffic. Lots of my city's efficiency is being eroded by this upping density concept. What's going on? Why are there no people right here? Oh, they're switching to high wealth. I forgot. Why are these guys leaving the city? Left work with simoleons, leaving the city. I'm going straight from work out of the city. Why? Okay, I'm a billionaire's playground, yo. I don't understand why anyone would ever finish a day's work and then leave the city, because workers inside of a factory, they don't have a specific home, so they're not benefiting a specific building by doing that. It doesn't make any sense. You know what? It's probably when all these upped in wealth to high density, there were no homes for them left. So they walked around and they were like, okay, there's no more homes, I'm just out. And then they drove away. So that's what happened. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking of them as like trying to go get happiness from outside the city, and that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, guys, we got this. We got this. We're way down on income. It's funny, you raise taxes and your income lowers. It's because we're upping all these buildings at once are switching. Actually, no, it's just purely because of traffic. We couldn't sell our fuel, so this is full of fuel, and it's just staying full of fuel forever until we can get some people out of the city to sell the fuel. So that's why we're not making any money. And we're not taking care of business or working overtime. So that looks good, right? This is good traffic flow. It's all about having all of your buildings not have any residents because they're under construction. I think that's what I should have been doing all along. Sarcasm. Balokavosh. Yay. I'm so happy, you guys. Yay. Okay, this horizontal road should have been an avenue from the very beginning. I've been putting off upgrading it because why bother, but I'm doing it now. Does seem kind of weird to have an avenue to allow people to get to a street, don't you think? I'm contemplating just making an avenue-based border around the whole city. Then letting people line up. No, that's a bad idea. It is not too close. You're just lying to yourself. It thinks that this building's driveway, the high school's driveway, prevents me from having an intersection with that street right there. But I could just turn that high school. Being a dick. Roads, you're all being a dick. Here we go. And now we can replop our high school. It's one of the most frustrating parts about playing Cities in Motion is how intuitive and convenient the camera controls are in this game, and then going over there and being like, you mean I can't edge scroll? You mean I can't use the mouse to move the camera at all? Like this? I have to use WASDF. And you notice how in this game when I push D, it moves a tiny bit to the right. In Cities in Motion, you push D and it jumps like 20 screens to the right. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. And I say that a lot about everything. I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. But with Paradox game, man, I'm totally actually sure of it. Plus, I read a post from someone saying that they were doing that in the next patch, fixing that. Not that I care. Totally not playing that game. Commercial. It's already zoned. It just doesn't look zoned. It just doesn't look zoned. Wow, that is some traffic. Those are some traffic problems. Shooting for 5 a.m. See if this traffic resolves itself. And if not, everyone who comes here wants to get to the closest high-density house, which is right here. So they're all kind of going the same way. Not everyone, but most of them. And we can double the throughput, of course, by intersecting with this road closer to the middle, so that half of them can go this way and half of them can go that way, instead of having all of them want to go the same way. Because right now everyone who comes this way wants to turn right, and that's reducing our traffic flow. It's nice when half of them want to go left, yo. But it did clean itself up by 4 a.m., which is that's kind of the norm for a long time in this city, is that everything's cleaned up by 4 a.m., but everything's busy until then. I'd like to improve that, but it's not broken. Like, if there was still traffic at 6 a.m., we'd be screwed. Well, let's see, are we able to sell all of our fuel and alloy? I didn't even set alloy to export. We are not able to sell all of our fuel and alloy in time. So we need to blow up another power plant. Add another fuel depot. Just add a bunch of them. Apparently we can add lots of these, man. Is there a downside to adding lots of those? I kind of doubt it. Now we'll we'll place a new power plant. Okay. All of our traffic is green. Green to go. So again, anyone going along this avenue is going to turn right. I feel like that's silly. We move the high school to the other side of the road. Then move this down to be a 4-way intersection. And then make sure this stays a medium density road. And I think then everyone will want to go straight. Yeah. That's what I think. But I don't know, inefficient road design doesn't seem to matter as long as your traffic density is low enough. We don't have a lot of people. If 6 a.m. yeah, if we get all the way to 6 a.m. tomorrow without ever having any red, ooh, look, some red. I think I'm just gonna up the density on the rest of the roads. Look how polluted our city is becoming. Pretty sweet. Pollution for the wind. Yeah. I'm just doing it now, man. We got no traffic problems anymore. Upping the high wealth makes the game easy mode, man. High wealth people don't send out cars. They don't have... nobody lives there. Upping the high wealth is the same as reducing the population of your city drastically. Which is why, I mean... the small city size in combination with the fact that high wealth people don't... you can't squeeze a lot of them into a small area means that it's just really not very challenging to have cities with high wealth people in them, which is why I haven't really done this sort of experimenting in the past of having lots of high wealth people. It just seems like the game is harder if you stick to low wealth. But a big part of that is because I'm look at this. 131,000 to 24,000. Like, high wealth just massively drops your population. And therefore you have less cars on the road, and therefore everything's easier. But a big problem is that I have 23,000 unfilled jobs. I can never fill them. I just don't have enough room to build houses to fill those jobs. And there should be some penalty for that, man. That's a flaw in my city's design. I should have enough workers to fill all of my jobs, and I don't, and I never will. But in this game, they don't mind. It's not a flaw. It's totally fine. And there's no way for me to get enough workers to fill all these jobs either. I mean, that was my goal. I was setting out, get as much fuel per hour coming into my city, and then fill all the jobs. And it's just not an attainable goal. It's not even worth trying. You would need 500 low wealth houses on top of 200 and probably 60 medium wealth, and so on and so forth. There's just not enough space. That's okay. Anyway, no traffic. Everything's high density. I can set the tax rate to 0 if I want. As much oil as possible coming in. What else is there to do, man? Let's go for another rush hour and confirm that there really is no traffic, even when all of our exodus traffic comes. I think it's time to start a new city. I think this one's done what it can do. One suggestion I got, excuse me, from the comments to Let's Play 3, right, was that I should try flooding the city with commuters coming in from another city, and then try to deal with that traffic quickly enough to make the city not die, which is obviously a huge challenge, but in my mind the most efficient solution to that is just not to do that. I mean, you're like intentionally flooding your city with cars. Okay, so don't, and then you won't have so many cars. But I guess I could do that. Because, for example, this city has tons of unfilled jobs, right? So if I make another city next door, there's going to be a lot of people in that city that are going to want to commute to this city to work, about 20% constantly. And that's going to create serious traffic problems both for this city and for that city. So that's a good way to add challenge, I guess. I could just go make another city next door and then try to deal with the traffic that creates. So we're coming upon rush hour. When we get there, if we get to rush hour and there's still no traffic, I'm going to have to bite someone. Our tourists are kind of piling up at the city entrance. But I don't care about them. Screw tourists. And because the tourists are coming from one direction, along with the moving vans, and everyone else is going the other direction, I don't even think it matters that they're getting delayed. So one solution to that is to create a municipal bus for tourists to arrive, and to create ferry boats for tourists to arrive. Actually, I think tourists only leave by municipal bus. I don't think they can arrive that way. But ferry boats can definitely bring in tourists, so that'll reduce the highway traffic that is generated by having tourists try to drive here. So rush hour, lots of traffic going on, but again, it's not even gridlocked. That's moving smoothly. I think that we're good. Methinks we're good, yo. Watching these guys. And I haven't had any exodus since I raised the taxes, so I do think that that's the answer to the exodus thing. When people are so rich and so happy that they can't do anything, they're just kind of stuck in their homes with infinite money and happiness, and there's no point in going to work and no point in going to shop, they go on vacation to spend that excess money. And they leave the city, and that's where the exodus was coming from. Theory confirmed. Alright. There's still quite a reasonable amount of traffic going on. Remember the good old days when everything was medium density and there was no traffic at all? Still. No red roads, so... Red roader. Let's make a second city. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. I think this city's all set.